Hello, I'm Duane Gordon, CEO of Community Shares of Greater Cincinnati. We are in the midst of the holiday season, but this year it is overshadowed by fear, uncertainty, and for many, an overwhelming sense of impending doom as we await installation of a national administration on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, nonetheless, openly hostile to women, racial minorities, immigrants, LGBTQIA individuals, and other historically marginalized populations. What can be done? Many ask as they feel powerless. We have no means of changing Washington right now, and little means of changing Columbus. So the last battlefield for resistance over the next few years will be local. That means organizing, supporting, and funding local resources fighting back. Community Shares is our local charitable federation that for 30 years has coordinated, trained, advocated on behalf of, and fought beside dozens and dozens of local nonprofits, advancing real and lasting local change to create a more just, equitable, and environmentally sound tri-state for everyone, but with special emphasis on centering populations often pushed to the margins. We have accomplished much, but so much is left to do, especially now more than ever. Twilight Zone creator Rod Serling observed in 1968, quote, "Hatred is not the norm. Prejudice is not the norm. Suspicion, dislike, jealousy, and scapegoating, none of these things is the transcendent facet of human personality. They are the diseases. They are the cancers of the soul. They are the infectious and contagious viruses that have bled humanity over the years. But because they have been and are, is it necessary that they shall be? I think not. If there is one voice left to say welcome to a stranger, if there is but one hand outstretched to say enter and share, if there is but one mind remaining to think a thought of warmth and friendship, then there is also a future in which we will find more than one hand, more than one voice, and more than one mind dedicated to the cause of equality." End quote. The hatred, the prejudice, the scapegoating we saw this year in this election are not the norm. We are thankful for the outstretched hands and feet of Community Shares and our member charities in doing the hard work on the ground to combat these and other unwarranted but continuing attacks. And we need your help. In these frightening times, we need to ask for your support to resist what is headed our way. $250 million. $250 million. That's how much was spent in just a few weeks this year on advertisements attacking trans individuals to rile up low information voters into thinking they pose a threat that must be stopped. So-and-so, quote, supports they, them, not us. People were warned about multiple progressive candidates. Children were being mutilated, we were told, even though gender reassignment surgery does not occur here on minors, and when performed on consenting adults is life-saving health care, not mutilation. Kids were going to school as little boys and returning home as little girls, claimed a presidential candidate. Lies about honest, hard-working, legal Haitian migrants up the road in Springfield, eating pets, when in reality not a single pet was harmed, it was later proven, and the innocent families being attacked had literally saved the city's economy and were responsible for staffing its manufacturing renaissance. Illegal calls to foreign leaders encouraging them to continue engaging in a war that has killed tens of thousands of innocent children solely because ending it, as the world desires, might help a political opponent look better. Plans to round up millions of undocumented workers upon whom our economy relies. And rest assured, it will only be the brown and black ones. And send them to concentration camps for deportation. The calculus in each case is that people's lives are worth the votes. This type of hate and disregard for the dignity and value of basic human life is unacceptable and has no place in our national discourse. Yet here we are. And who fights back? Locally, it's community shares and our member charities who are on the boots on the ground defending and empowering the very marginalized communities under attack the past several months and who will continue to be under attack for the next several years. Coretta Scott King cautioned years ago, quote, "Struggle is a never-ending process. Freedom is never really won. You earn it and win it in every generation. That is what we have not taught our young people, or older ones for that matter. You do not finally win a state of freedom that is protected forever. It doesn't work that way." End quote. When making your list of gifts this holiday season and this Giving Tuesday, please consider including community shares on that list. You may give via credit or debit card, PayPal, Venmo, bank transfer, ACH, or Apple Pay on Apple devices, securely online at givebutter.com/givecincy, give, CINCY, or use the QR code that will appear on your screen. We are in this together. We are in this for the next several years. Thank you for your support. In solidarity, this is Community Shares.